Well, hello. We are back at it again. Once again. Still working on this. The same one. The same one. This is the third day. I don't want to be working on this anymore. Platformers are not fun. I don't like them. And sadly, this is no exception. I mean, what do you even do? You just walk around. That's not fun. You don't do anything. It's hardly even a game. I mean, I have these little things. That's kind of cool. But there's just nothing here. So I'm preemptively giving this one a 0 out of 10. But I'm gonna finish it because I said I would finish it. I may as well. And, you know, after it's done, I will have made it. And that's, I guess, something good. So at the moment, I'll just sort of play through it. And I gotta work out exactly what I'm going to do by the end. I mean, what is the point? What is the point of this goddamn video game? There's these things, which are nice. Almost invisible, though. You can barely see them unless you're looking for them. Do I add text? Do I add enemies and dynamic combat? No, I'm not doing that. Do I do something interesting in the Earth segment? Do I fix the drag margins on this goddamn camera? Top, let's put that to 0.2. There we go. So now the camera actually goes with me. And I'll have to put a particle effect for that. And now we are on Earth. And because I changed the drag margins, now you can see that this just abruptly ends. So I'm going to have to adapt to that. There is an extremely slow jumping puzzle. I suppose that's fine. But before I do anything... Which one is this one? Nope, not this one. This... Which one is it? What? Well, that doesn't make sense. Oh, maybe it does. Well, I'll just deal with the one on top. Because I know this guy. Let's just move that down a little bit. And this stuff... Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do some of this. Some of that. Just cleaning it up a little bit. Just like that. And now it's looking a little bit... You can't see the bottom now, which is a bit of an improvement. And I've removed the background because it just didn't look that good. Maybe I should put it back. I probably won't, but you never know. That just goes up like that. This goes on forever. This tile set I downloaded did come with a background, the sky in fact. And, you know, it's that. It looks okay. I could potentially do something with that. I could just have this repeating texture. I could just have it be completely static. But that's not fun either. I think probably what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna do what I said yesterday. And I am going to make a background manager. So this thing, let me just think, what should I say? Well, I'll make up one of these in Asaprite. So just a big 1920 by 1080 thing. Sky, that's the one. Okay. So let me get some of this, and I'll get to a big well, maybe not huge. Let's do 1920 divided by 4. 1080 divided by 4. Now I'll stick this in here. Okay, very good. So now I'm just going to do a very simple. This one is going to be right at the bottom. These are going to be somewhere in the middle. So I'm just going to move this one up. Maybe it goes to about here. And I'll just expand that up. This one, let me say, just move it, yeah, about here. Why not? It's as good as it's going to be. And then this one I will also move down a little bit. Like that, and then like that. And now that I have all this, I will just take a, oh jeez, column, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. That's not aligned. Copy paste. There we go, like that. So now we have, is this even, this looks like it's one off. Okay, I'm gonna get both of these guys. Copy, paste. Let's just get it like that. And now I'm gonna copy these as well. Copy, paste. And then I will copy this one. This should be quick from here. Copy, paste, that's 1. Then another, that's 2. And then another, that is 3. Okay. And let's just call it background .png. That'll be good enough. Now I'll add a sprite in here. And it's going to be this one. It's going to be scaled by 4. It's not going to be centered. It is not going to have a filter. And by default, this is going to be always, that's not what I want. Why are you doing this? Okay. So I guess this is what I want it to look like. Not at this part, but on the earth part. So by default, let's call that earth. Let's call that earth. And let's do a little selected background. Call it earth. Let's do one of these. Then layer modulate equals, well, it's just modulating the alpha, isn't it? So I can do this. A equals 1, 0.1. Okay. Actually, I can do it a little bit better. I can do this. 1, if this, else 0. And then that's just going to be, yeah, why not? 10 times delta. A good old, okay, so this, it's not doing anything, is, oh, it's because set it to moon by default. There we go. So what I want is, when the player gets into the area with the moon and all those things, I want it to change the background. One small change at a time. No problem, no problem. I just have to do it. So once you get around here, I'm thinking, this will connect to Earth, and it'll say, hey, change that to Earth. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that's good enough. That's not what I want. I want this. I forgot to check if it's actually the right thing, so let's do that. And then, okay, starts off good. I just have to get to the top, which will take me about a year, because the player character moves very slowly. Very slowly. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Slowly. Slowly. That bit is my favorite part of the entire game. Just a little slidey bit. That's fun. I like it. And you keep going. Keep going. Very slow. Very slow. Very slow. And you keep going even still. Even still, you keep going. Fortunately, the player does not get bored. And they won't get bored. And if they do get bored, I will sue them for boredom. Okay, definitely need a visual representation on this bit because boing, there we go. Alright, decent, decent. And it looks okay. It looks okay. The background is a little bit intense, but it might still work, I don't know. It might work enough, and that's what I want, really. So, there we go. I'm gonna have maybe two collectibles, one up here and one on the other one. And you collect those two, you come back to the middle, it spawns a thingy, you go back straight up. Wait, is my character transparent? Hold on, I was just overlapping, yeah. The player character is a little bit transparent. I did not even realize. How strange. Okay, so that is a very intense background. But it looks fine for now. I'll leave it for a little while because I could get used to it. I could adjust the colors a little bit. But for now, it's good enough. Good enough. So I'll have one collectible up here, the other on the other thing. See? Easy enough. That's game design. Okay. What should those collectibles be? God knows. I don't know. I don't know. What should they be? That is the question. I mean, I already have some sprites. I might just take some. I mean, if I get some here, animated objects. Here are the objects I have. I don't even know what that is. Is that a pot of honey? I could just make it a random one of these. I mean, why not? Why not? And then I'll have some projectile. Yeah, coin, mushrooms, heart. Why not? I'll just have it. I'll just make it one of these. Terrible. Just terrible. But you know what? When this is done, I will have... It will have been completed. And that's what I'm looking forward to, so much. It's day 3. It's day 3 and this game is fine, but at the same time it's a massive, massive downvote of itself. I'm not pleased with the final product. Even though there isn't a final product, I'm still not pleased. No, this is fine. I mean, at some point it will be something, and if I get it out of the way, even in a terrible form, then that's still how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days to iterate on it and fix it up a little bit. So you know what? Let's get this finished up. I mean, why not? This'll be fine. This'll be fine. So what's on the list? I gotta get some entities here. Collectibles. Gotta send the player back up. I'll have another one here to set the background back to being moon. And yeah, that should be fine, I think. I'll just hope that the player doesn't decide to walk off the edge. If they do, they lose the game. From there, I have to give the player a projectile weapon that'll convert these into good gunk. Because I haven't forgotten about the gunk. No way. No way, Jose. You get back down here, you shoot these things. You have to come down here, you shoot that, and then you win the game. Credits roll. Applause. Thunderous applause. Number 1 in the rankings. So okay, this is fine. What would be the best thing to do from here? I wonder. Well, what I could do, I don't know if it would be better to start with the collectibles. Either that, or I could have the visual effect for this part, because that does need a visual effect. It doesn't look like anything, so that won't take me long. I'll just put it inside the area 2D. Why not? Gravity is going to be, that's something large, minus 1,000. Where's this guy? Over here. Now this is going to have a box collision shape, and that's going to be, I don't know, 150. Box. 150x. Let's just put it around here. That would be fine. Let's put that up to 800. That doesn't look good at all. So I'm going to put it below everything. Or I'll put it back here, and I'll just change the Z index so that it is starting from behind. Does that not work? Can I do show behind parent? That also does not work. How about this? Does this one? Okay, none of this works. Everything is broken. This doesn't work either. Okay, so I guess no matter... Oh, it's because it's... God damn it, I'm dumb. Look at this. It's because this isn't actually drawing. This is a collision poly. I didn't think of this. If I actually look at it in game, yeah, there you go. It's all like that. Okay. Well, that's fine. I can continue to tweak this a little bit. It comes to a very abrupt stop, so let's give it a little bit of that. Just a little bit. Direction, any direction. Maybe 100. Let's do some damping. 100. Random damping. Can I make that even higher? Sure. Linear accelerate. I don't know what that even does. Can I change the scale? Pretty sure I can. Something like that, maybe. How's that look? There we go. Jump straight up. No problem. And now we're here. Now we are here. And you know what? Nobody can stop me from just making a terrible game. It's legal to do that. I mean, that's probably not going to fill anybody with a lot of hope and passion for this, but I got what I got. I got what I got, and most of it is dissatisfaction. But you know, it's something. So, okay, so there's a little visual effect here. I'll have another one on the earth. Another one just here. It'll do the same thing, but in the opposite direction. So once you get here, there's going to be 2 collectibles. Now I'm going to create this as an instance. I'm going to call it collectible. Okay. Easy enough. And you know what? That's right. I'm making a singleton because singletons make me happy. I'm going to call this inventory. I'm just going to have a variable that says collectibles collected equals 0. That's all it's going to do. And I'm going to put it in the auto load so it does actually come up. So here we go. There we go. And here's collectible. That's going to be a prefab. It's going to have an animated sprite. It's going to have, you know what, let's just do one for, I can't tell what this should even be. It doesn't even matter. It's just going to be mushroom. There you go. There's that. Let's do mushroom 2, and it's just going to randomize one of these. There we go. Maybe it'll just cycle through them. Mushroom 3. Let's get some of that. Let's get some of this. Mushroom 4. Okay, there we go. Actually, you know what? A better idea. Let's not make it an animated sprite. And that doesn't mean I'm not going to animate it, because I am. I'm going to make it using this thing. And I'm going to say, okay, so animation. So 8 frames across and 5 frames down. And now, just randomize the frame. Just randomize the frame constantly. There we go. Let's get a script in here. Add one of those. Let's say sprite.frame equals randomod. What is it? 8 times 5, 40. Let's have a look, see how this looks. This should flicker like mad. That's what I want. Perfect. Okay. Needs to be bigger though. Let's take the scale up to 4x4. Perfect. Just perfect. Okay. So now this thing is also going to have an area 2D. It's going to have a collision shape. It's going to have a circle for its collision shape because I like circles. They make me happy. And I'm going to say, do this. Just don't do anything with the player. Just delete yourself and tell the inventory collectibles that's one more than it was before. And so that is a collectible. It's all done. It's completed. It's fine. It's good. It's bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. I just cannot be satisfied. So here we are. There's that one. And there's that one. Now we're going to say in Earth. Just do a check. Collectibles collected is greater than equal to 2. It should only be equals to 2. Then get this little boost. Call it a booster. Let's get one of these collision shapes. That is, I didn't even put a shape in that. Let's do something like this. It'll have to be quite tall because the player might jump into it. It'll be disabled by default, but it will have a very similar particles effect from here, so I'll just copy paste it. Let's make that unique because I want to change the box extents to be, how much is that? 50, let's say. 50 is a good, reasonable estimate. I'll stick it in here. That'll do. I want it to be disabled by default, and I want this to be disabled as well, because if that's greater than or equals to 2... wait, hold on. It's this one. label equals false, and then also do emitting. Oh, I can't even type. Look at this. I'm going way too fast. Oh, how's the progress? It's okay. I could feasibly get like the basic prototype done today if I'm quick. I would like to get that out of the way because this has given me a headache. It's day 3 and I don't have the brain cells for this. I don't have the energy for this. I've drank 2 cups of coffee today and they did not even wake me up. I think I need to stop drinking so much coffee. But it's fine. I think already this should work a bit. I need to do some of that as well. So I'll just check that. How is the progress going for you, Mr. Nico? I haven't heard much about how other people are doing actually. Now let me see. This one, I'm just gonna see exactly what this one was doing. Go to Earth. It just did this, and I'm just gonna do the exact same thing almost, except because it's upside down. I'm gonna do one of those. And in addition, I'm going to add one of these with a collision shape. I know that was not named very well at all. I'll fix it later if I feel like it. So when you're coming back to the moon... Nope. Body entered. Do that. Then... selected background equals moon, and we should be back to the moon. So now I think this should work. It should just work. We go up, we turn around, it's the background trigger. Don't do anything crazy. This guy freaking the hell out. Look at him. Gonna go collect it. If I can even get up there. Let's give it a go. Maybe up here. Bonk. Got one. Now we have to go get the other one. That's the other one. Now this thing has been activated. Gotta set the visibility vect on that, my god. You touch it, you go boing, up, straight up, back to the moon. Nope. Okay, I think I'll deactivate this one, because otherwise the player gets stuck in a bouncing contest. So first of all, let me get this thing, and I'm just gonna say, hey you. First of all, emit particles for a second, then generate that visibility vector, my friend. You got the basic game mechanic working, but you don't know what levels to make. Well, that's not a bad position to be in, at least. If you have a mechanic, that's a solid place to start. I wish you luck. I wish you luck. Level design is difficult. You can see. I mean, look at this level design. Really, I'm doing my best, and that's the important thing. I swear. Okay. So, go to earth.particles.emitting equals inventory.collectibles collected, so it's true if that's less than 2. So, let's give it a go. There we go. Boing. To the earth. Nothing. I gotta do this thing again. Oh no. That jump is difficult. Because, you know, every game needs a little bit of challenge. Indeed, the player can jump to the moon if they so desire. It's a big boing. And gravity is very slow. Maybe I should make it stronger on Earth, I don't know. There we go, there's that one. Visibility vect is working, it doesn't disappear when it's off the screen anymore. And now I will just sort of mosey on. There we go, get this one. Other jump pad is... God damn it. I forgot, I disabled the particles. I did not disable the actual collision shape. So that's going to be true if it's greater than or equal to 2. Okay, fantastic. So now... There we go. There we go. No issues. And now we can just go back down. And now that the player has more than 2 collectibles, they will have a projectile weapon to shoot at the gunk. There's some bits of gunk around here. You gotta go down, you gotta shoot the gunk. Go down, shoot the gunk. Easy enough, right? Seems to make sense. Okay, so here's the player. Let me just say, after all of this, if the collectibles is greater than or equal to 2, input dot is action just pressed shoot, then shoot. Let's call it a bullet. It's barely a bullet. It's going to be a coin, a key, a mushroom or something. Okay, shoot bullet. And now that's just going to shoot a bullet. It's going to spawn a bullet, I should say. So we're going to have our bullet node up here. It's going to that is going to have an animated sprite. Actually, no, it's not. It's not. It's going to have a normal sprite. I'm going to call it a sprite. It's going to have the texture, which is the same texture I used for the other one, which is that one. It's, what is it? 8 by... Ah, what the hell? 8 by 5, that's okay. Okay, yes, save that in prefabs, all good. Get the script. Put in some of this. I just like having a ready function, I don't know why. I put it in there just for the sake of it. So frame equals... It's not... Put it here actually, because I don't want it to flicker. I want this one to look normal. And it's going to have its own movement vector. It's going to look like that, and every frame it's going to be moving like that. That should be fine. It's going to have an area 2D with a collision shape as well. And where is it? Well, no, this guy I'm going to scale him up a little bit. Going to look like this. That thing, body entered. Okay. Now I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to say if body is not equal to the player, then queue free. Okay, hold on. Before I do that though, if body in get tree, get nodes in group gunks, body dot turn where's my gunk? Gunk alignment equals good. Body dot gunk alignment equals good. In addition, I'm going to get these, going to add them to the gunks group so that it will actually work. Then delete them. Don't need any effects at the moment, just do the bare minimum. And I'm going to say when you shoot that, you're going to instance one. So here it's my bullet, prefabs, instance. Now the tricky thing here is going to be the movement vector, which is going to be, I think it's a -1. Position. Let's do global position just to be neat. Angle to point. Get global mouse position, and then just make sure it starts at the player, and then do that. Now, does this? Oh, it's not going to work by default, so I'm just going to do true. Okay. So these things move very slowly, very, very slowly. And I'm also going to turn down that collision shape a little bit, so that I can stand on the ground and they don't instantly disappear. And I am also going to turn up the speed by a lot. And by a lot, I mean more than that. There we go. Why not? And I'm going to give him some rotation. Plus, there we go. Do that. Why not do that, right? Just rotate randomly for a little while. There we go. Start the rotation off as random as well. So we're going to do that. One of those. Let's multiply that by 5. There we go. Now we have some things. And these things are fine. Now what I'm going to do, really, I want to test out these things on the gunk. I want to see if you shoot the gunk, does it turn good? No, because the gunk itself does not have a kinematic body. It's an area. The gunk is an area. So what I might do instead, I might change this to area entered. And I'm gonna take this. The player I don't think has an area, but I'm gonna say if area get parent, because the actual area is a child of the gunk. It's right here, so it's gonna get that. And that should be fine. So no other areas are gonna mess with this. They should now pass through absolutely. Oh. I could just comment this whole thing out. There we go. That's not better at all. That's actually kind of worse. So I'm going to... why? Area... Okay, that makes sense. It did hit the gunk and it crashed because it couldn't handle the area itself. I'm looking for the parent object. So, okay, here we go. Trying to get this done, at least to a basic, bare minimum degree. Just a little bit. That's all I want. That's all I want, and then I will be happy. There we go. There's my gunk. Take a look. We have good gunk. Look at that. Good gunk. Fantastic. Now, why is my gunk not good? Because I can do this, but for some reason, this particles node is messed up a little bit. So I'm going to make that unique, and I'm going to say, oh, gradient also make that unique. I'm going to say, this guy should be white. Plain white. That's what I want for my gunk. That's what I want my gunk to be. So I shall once again, very slowly, make my way down this tunnel, get to the gunk, fire at the gunk, turn the gunk into good gunk, and that'll be, well, actually that'll be quite a lot. I just need from there. Hey, there we go. That's decent. We did it. We did it. Good gunk. Turn all the gunk into good gunk. Make our way back down. And once we turn all the gunk into good gunk, you will win. That is the game I'm making. You go collect an item from Earth, you come back to the moon, you turn the gunk into good gunk. That's all you need to do. So here's some of this, and this one is a bit tricky to jump over, but you can do it. You can do it. Okay. Very hard to see the gunk, actually. It's a bit of a hide and seek. Bit of a hide and seek. Yes, the game is very slow. And maybe that would be fine if the player has some patience or hasn't played it 400 times. But I have neither of those things, I have no patience, and I've played it 500 times, so make of that what you will. And there we go, so that should be the point where the player wins the game. So, how am I gonna do that? That should be easy enough. In process, I'm just gonna say for gunk in the gunk group. Gunks. If gunk dot gunk align equals good, let's make a variable good gunks equals 0. Then good gunks plus equals 1. How many gunks do we actually have? We have 9 gunks. So if good gunks equals to 9, print you win. Okay, fantastic. So that code should work. Okay. Okay, fantastic. So how are we gonna do a win screen? I gotta actually, are you kidding me? I have to actually think about the win screen? I didn't foresee this. Thinking, planning, designing? What's all that about? I don't want to think. I don't want to plan. I don't want to design. But I actually have no choice, so... what kind of thing am I going to do? I don't really want to do just a hard cut. A hard cut to a different screen. That would be kind of a shame. There would have to be some kind of transition. Something like the moon explodes. Good lord. I mean, I think the point of the game is to fix the moon, because the bad gunk is bad for the moon, the good gunk is good for the moon, so if the moon explodes, well, I must have done something very wrong. But on the other hand, I don't know if this game is actually that good or fun or interesting to play, so maybe the moon should explode. Maybe the moral of the story is that everything is broken. God damn it. The Earth explodes. The moon explodes with happiness. Yeah. Yeah, the moon could explode with joy. The Earth explodes. It would be a shame if the Earth explodes, because I guess the moon would just kind of drift off. The player explodes? Are you guys certain about this exploding thing? I guess something has to explode. The people have willed it. The player explodes because it has done its job. Yeah. That one is not a bad idea. Could I have the player explode? I could certainly have the player explode. Oh boy, it's Reese. Hello there. Hello. I could have the player explode. I'd have to do some kind of visual effect for the actual explosion part of that. That would be okay. Then I would have some kind of ending blurb to explain. You did well. You did well. Player explode, gay rainbow in Skylaw. That's valid. Yeah, valid. I could have a rainbow. It could be a colorful explosion. That could be nice. Yeah, that could be nice. Phone low on battery. Oh dear. I wish you luck. If the player explodes, it would either be a... I mean, just having more grey moon colours. It would be nice to have some rainbow colours, some bits and pieces. That would be nice. Some kind of like colourful clouds. I mean, you see in the background there's that kind of cloud effect. Yeah. The player turns into a firework. Yeah. I guess that's pretty much what I'm describing anyway. Is a firework kind of explosion. Explodes and turns into a rainbow. That could be a good idea. Yeah, I'm thinking the player hits that last gunk and they just explode immediately. They turn into some kind of like particle effect thing. I can use like the orbiting particle effect. So it's still vaguely circular, but it's a bit more diffuse. And then maybe from the sides, it would have some, well, basically this whole cloud effect, but coming in with more colors, and maybe that could be nice. Could do just a straight rainbow. That would be nice. I could experiment with exactly what colors I want to use. Okay. Well, that seems good. Now, it would break if I just destroyed the player, so I'm going to have to disable the player. So I'm going to say new variable, disable is false, and I'm going to say all of this doesn't matter at all. So if not disabled, do that. Why is my computer lagging? I don't know. I still have this open, I guess. My internet left, and now it's back. And it is back. Thank God. Okay, no problem. Okay. Isn't there any enemies? Not really, no. No enemies. I mean, there's no point. There's no point. It's just a platformer, really. No, my internet does this at least 3 times every day. It just switches off. It's an issue with my my internet service provider. So okay, disabled. So how are we gonna do this? And I'm also gonna say if not disabled, and at the point where it gets disabled. Now I want to do like a one-time. So I'm gonna say, I think this is probably a bad way of doing this, but if not win spawned, so that's just gonna be a one-time, like a latch key, latch hook, whatever it is. And I'm just gonna say it's gonna do all the stuff one time. Player now, which shouldn't be up there, should be starting down here, is going to have this particles node, and this particles node is going to do the kind of, is going to replace the player a little bit. So it's going to have this texture. It's going to be, let's turn the scale up, but let's make the scale random. I'm going to turn the gravity off, because you don't need gravity where we're going. Then I'm going to have a whole bunch of velocity. It's called 100, or way more particles than that. Thank you. Let's do 500. And we're going to have some orbit. Let's call that 1. Let's turn that up, 250. What about if I add some damping? Lots of damping. A little bit less damp. Oh, that's so much damping. A little bit less damping. How about some random damping, like that? Then we'll have a little bit of tangential acceleration. A little bit like that. And radial acceleration. We could do some radial acceleration just for the sake of it. Something like that. That's quite a lot. Let's go for maybe, well, I think 300 looked quite good. And now for the interesting bit, which is the color. So hue variation is one of the worst properties because it never ever ever looks good. I just need something that's rainbow and isn't like super dark colored. Because for some reason it always seems to darken the actual color. So I just need to get it. This hurts my eyes a little bit. I mean, crikey. Let's get it looking like this. It's gotta have some... Don't know. Well, that's part of it. That's part of it. Okay, that's part of it. I'll add another one. I'll call it Win2. Process material, make it unique. And I'll just get this color thing and I'll say you should be like a little bit transparent. And take down the color variation to 0, all that. No point in having that. Just put something like this. And now this is a little bit more like what I would want. Could I just put the speed scale down a tiny bit? Okay, so let's turn it off. Okay, let's have them both, because they're both going to turn on. And that's what it's going to look like. Not quite fast enough. That's very fast. That's far too fast. You know, that'll be fine, I think. Don't know what randomness actually does, but why not? Loads of randomness. Go for it. Yeah, you know, that'll be decent. So then, what was I looking at? I was looking at this thing. There we go, let's get that one, and the other one as well. Very good. And the player at that point should just stop moving. That'll be good. You put your nodes on the right? Yeah, that's right, because I started using with Godot 2, and this is the default Godot 2 layout, so that's why I have this on the side here. I could get used to the Godot 3, but I just haven't really. It should spread far away. Well, actually I'm going to see what it looks like exactly in game. Because the player is going to basically just freeze in place once they do this. And at that point as well, it's going to spawn some, let's just call it windscreen, and this is going to handle the whole thing, so it'll have a canvas layer to help with some of that stuff. I'm just going to copy and paste part of the environment. Where is my background? Yeah, one of these, just one. Stick it in here, put it right in the middle, and I'll make it unique. And I'll add some color to this. A Godot veteran. Kind of. I've been using it for a while. I don't really know how to use most of it, and I'm not very good at programming, but I certainly can do the bits I can do. So let me see. Oops, did not mean to do that. Need to make it a little bit clearer like that. Hue variation. I might just have several with different colors. Have one like this. Actually, if I make it just plain white pretty much. Let's add a few on top of each other. And I will just simply modulate them to be different colors. Which might look bad because I have the transparency quite far up. That actually looks kind of cool. Regardless, I'm going to put that transparency down again, just a little bit like this. And this is going to appear. So these guys are going to be off by default. And then it's going to appear. Actually, they're going to be very opaque, I just realized, because this is on top of everything. So for particles and oh, I can't do that. That would be silly because I'm going to put other things in canvas layer. That's true. Let's do one of these and one of these. There we go. So hopefully, if I have all these enabled, I'm certainly going to need to turn this right down because again, this is going to be on top of everything. And in here, I'm just going to say the windscreen is a windscreen. I don't really need to do anything with this, it'll handle itself. I just need to add it. So, I'm just going to set this to win immediately. There we go. So this is what we're working with. That green is oppressive. I'm not sure how much I like this kind of intense spiraling. So, take this green guy. Let's do more of a blue-green. Goodbye, guys. Or goodbye, Recycle. Just make the gameplay fast. I will consider it. I will do my best. I know it's super slow. I will figure it out. It'll be fine. Someone won't feel too lame and smash his monitor. If they did, I would completely understand that reaction. This is slow as hell. Okay. So which one is it? It's these two. These two bastards right here. I gotta fix them. So the color's okay. Do I need less particles, maybe? Actually, yeah, less particles would just be way better. Maybe I could even have it emit in a small sphere. Maybe like a 8x8. Something that, or maybe even a 16x16. Just so it doesn't feel quite so ridiculous. Okay, that's a little bit better. These guys, gotta increase the speed scale. They still look so damn dingy. Can I change like the mixing mode or anything like that? Don't think I can. I don't think that's a thing I can do. I'll just have to, that'll help. Maybe, allegedly, that'll help. Add some linear velocity in there. Any direction. That almost looks decent, kind of. Still something about it. Scale. It's the scale that needs to be curved. It needs to go up like this, so it has that really kind of undulating vibe. And I'm gonna have it so that it doesn't just flatten out. I want these guys to get nice and puffy. There we go. Okay, well, that's actually not even updated. So, there we go. That's part of it. Look at that. Now another thing with these guys, it's the angle. It's the angle. So that. Now the angle's a bit more. Okay, not bad, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, this is fine. I like the kind of undulating texture in the foreground. I think that looks neat. Now I'll just have some kind of winning summary. And I will have to see how that goes. Okay. Okay, nice, nice. It's almost hypnotizing in a way. Just like looking at it. I swear, the best node in this whole damn engine, as somebody with like over 2,000 hours in this engine, is Particles 2D. I'm telling you, you can't get better than Particles 2D. Look at this. Not a sprite in the place. Not a single sprite on screen. Actually, these tiny little dots are sprites, but don't tell anyone. Okay. So from here it's pretty much just you win. Good job, right? I'll think of what exactly to do with that. I'm thinking. At this point, I've got to a pretty good place. The game works. It works, you can win. This is all that happens when you win, but still, that's a reward. And... Just out of curiosity, what would it look like if I put this whole thing up to absolute maximum? So now it's at 6. Ooh, yikes. Well, I forget red's in front, isn't it? So I guess it'll look pretty damn red. Yikes. That looks frightening. I mean, that looks like nothing. 6 was good. 6 was a happy... 9 is quite good. 9 is very, almost muddy, actually. Maybe I could reorder these. So red is not in front. Oh, green is in front now. How's this? Ah, no. I preferred it when red was in front. Why did I mess with it at all? What am I doing? Okay. No, this is fine. This is fine. I got it. Leave it as it is. Now, we need some kind of text that says you win. Happy Godo while Jam 48. Something, you know? Something. Okay, now what I might do, I might take a short break. I might think of this off stream for a minute and I'll come back and I'll see what else I need to do to really get this into completed game territory. So, if you have been watching, what am I doing? Opening my system settings because I misclicked. I hope you have a good day. Goodbye.